Good morning, and welcome to another wonderful day in Noble Legacy. Today we are going to do some adaptations, grow our village, and just expand a little bit. I want to change that guardhouse as well. So in the last episode we built our church, and we also upgraded our inn here to have some bedrooms and things. Like I say, for this episode I want to change our guardhouse because we've got a really nice impressive church that we can't see now at the end of the village there. Our guardhouse is looking a little bit wooden, so we need to make it look better, I think. Right, we're just coming into winter, so let's get on with it. I've got a rough idea what I want to do, so I think I'm just going to build it, and then I'll talk you through what I've changed afterwards. So we'll do this as a time lapse. I think that's probably the easiest way. So I'll be back when we're built. there we have it. Our new guardhouse is built. So I've gone for a mix of styles. So we've got stone on the outside, and then we've got the brick walls on the inside. I just felt it was a bit too much with the brick. Gives it a little bit of contrast and a bit of variance, having the brick on the inside rather than just all stone. So most of it is still basically the original prefab, just upgraded in different ways with this back section added on. So in the living area here, we've put the fireplace in. We've got our table still for our guards to sit and have their lunch. We've got a bunk room in here for off-duty guards, only cosmetic. You could add this as a house. There are ways to do it, but it's not worth the effort, I don't think, for this. It doesn't really matter that it's cosmetic. Up here we have our guard commander's private room and office. That's the chair where people sit to get told off. So yeah, so our guard commander's got a nice separate room, and then we have an area outside that we could actually put a training dummy up here as well. So this becomes a defensible structure, which is pretty much what you want from a guardhouse. We'll not have one right outside the watch commander's office because that'll annoy him. So we've got some weapon racks up here. They've got a view over the road. So they can see what's going on. Church over there in the background. So yeah, so quick, easy build. Now a couple of things to notice with the, oh come on, get the camera angle flash. With the wooden rail here, you've got to put that in before you put the arch in, otherwise it doesn't like it. You can glitch it, but it's just, if you know you want it, it's easier to put that in first and then put the arch in. Other things to note, if I've got the wooden beam down here, now I would have wanted the stone arch, not structural, that one. If you put that in at the steps, in front of the steps here, when you get to this point it won't let you just cross that top step. So that's why I've gone for the wooden beam, just so that's just not a flat edge of the floor. Just make it a little bit more interesting. So there we go. That's the guardhouse. I will put this up as a prefab for you as well, in the same way that I've done with the church at the other end of the village. So yeah, so that's our garrison done. We've still got the 5 guards in it, I think. Let's have a look. Yeah, so we've got 3 day guards, 2 night guards. Most of your bandit attacks and things happen through the day, so hence the extra guards through the daytime. We also have the guard posts listed here, and we could actually have 2 of our guards just at those guard posts, and that's their position. At the moment, I think I'd just rather have them wandering around the village. But it's when you do things like the village walls and things, you can put the guardhouse out and actually mount guards at your village gate or outside your lord's manor or something like that. That's a good way of doing it. Now, although you can rename these, so this is we'll call it the Eastern Road. So if we look at this, we can edit that. That's the East Guard hut. That actually should have a space, shouldn't it? There we go. When you go into your guardhouse, and details, it doesn't rename it there, so you can track them to find out which one's which. So that's that one over there.
Good day, is it?
And that's how you can find out which guardhouse you're actually putting your people in. So let's untrack that. Because I don't want to see that all the time, do I? So yeah, that's the quick way of finding out which guardhouse you're actually putting your people in. Right, so the next bit I wanted to do, I was thinking of upgrading my noble's house as well, because it's okay, it's a bit small, so I'm going to make it a bit grander. Now I'm going to give you the option of I can rebuild it like I've done with the Garrison, trying to stick closely to the original prefab from the game, and then just adapt that.
Good day, is it?
Or would you rather see me just build something completely from scratch like I did with the church? I've had a few people comment on my buildings and like my buildings, so I'm going to give you the option as viewers. What do you want to see me do? Do you want me to adapt this or build from scratch? There you go, that's your homework for this week. Now the homework for last week was naming the church. No one has left me a comment on any names for a church, for a French Norman town. So again, that's something, if you want to give me a clue and help me name the church. I am not very religious personally, so I don't know what to call a church. So please help me out. Give me some options and some ideas, and we'll name the church in the next episode. For the rest of this episode, rather than being really build heavy, I want to do a little bit of planning. I do want to move the gatherer's hut from here, because it's right in the middle of our village now, and I don't think it fits there anymore. So I'm going to move that down here, so that it's on the edges of the village rather than right smack bang in the centre. So let's just throw that prefab up again, because again it's more than adequate as a prefab. When I remember which one it is, it's forager's hut. There we go. I keep calling it a gatherer's hut, but it's the forager's hut. So let's put that down low to the ground. We'll have that there. That'll give our villagers something to do. And once they've built that, we'll demolish this one. So the next thing I wanted to do is, there's a bit of empty space here, so I'm going to put another little meeting point in, I think, because we moved one from where the when we built the inn. So let's put one of those down in here. So it's just simple fire ground and a couple of benches, and it gives our visitors and our villagers somewhere else to come and sit and just have a chin wag. For anyone that doesn't know what a chin wag is, it's just a talk. You can sit and talk to each other. There we go. So when that moves, when the Forger's Hut moves, we'll work out what we're putting in there. I was thinking a fountain. But primarily, tell you what, let's do an overfly of the village, because those go down well also. So we can zoom out. So here we go, as we usually do with our flyovers. We'll start at the lake with our fishery and mill. There's a new storehouse in the centre there, with new guardhouse and garrison over there. Our church looking very impressive. So I'm at the limit for how many villagers I can have at the moment. So we're at 50 out of 50. In the next update, I've been told, and it's in the Noble Legacy Discord. If you've not seen that, it's a really useful place to get information. I'll put a link in the description for it. They're going to be adding more villagers in with the next big update. I want to pre-build some houses for them, because I want to upgrade all of these houses anyway to at least brick level. I might put a couple of stone ones in as well. So I've got this space here I want to make usable. So let's put a couple of roads in. So we'll go from the street here up round the back of the houses, and that can join there, and we can place a couple of right, let's go for the prefabs. We'll have a couple more of Linda's houses because they are just awesome. So let's rotate that. Don't want it too close to the road, but we want it a little bit out. And we'll have the left side, the other side as well. That's that one. Actually, I might. Let's put one of mine in the middle. My tier 3. And we'll leave a bit of space between these. This will be our posh area. Oh, I'm out of iron ingots. Right. Oops. I will be back in a second. I'm just going to go and get some iron. My T3 house. We'll put that there, and then the other one of Linda's on the other side of it. Right there. We'll space these out a little bit because this is going to be my posh area, I think. I say posh. posh as I get. There we go. So that gives us that will give us 15 more people that we can have in, and just flesh out the village a little bit more. So we'll let our villagers get on with building those. And I've just noticed that it's spring. Now it's saying new recruits are available. If I go into the recruits menu, there's nobody there because I've got everyone. But it's spring and I wanted to grow some crops. So our vegetable plots are, and it's gone dark, our vegetable plots are still there as we had them before, but I wanted to plant some more, well, all of the other crops really. So we're going to do it is plot by plot. So this one I'm going to want, we've got 4 veg, let's have wheat. Now if you select this button and make sure that's not ticked, it will just plant in this square. So this one's still empty, and we want to do that on all of these new plots. So I want 2 wheat, this one I want as barley, sorry, yeah, we'll have barley in this one. And in that one. And we'll do one more barley. And then those 4 we'll have as flax. If you don't make sure that's not ticked, it will plant the entire thing as that one crop. And then you've got to start all over again. And last but not least, cows are very loud. It's either the cows or the chickens, they're always very, very loud. So that's our crops in. We can plant these so we can see what they look like. So that's your flax. And flax. This one's a barley. Now barley we need for the pub. It's not the pub, the brewery, which we're going to do in the next episode. I'm going to get now that we've got the barley planted, I'll build the brewery. Because as far as research goes, I've got all of it so far. So if we go into research, we'll start with social. There's the candle that's coming soon. In harvesting, we've got the apothecary, which is coming soon, which I believe is the next update, is the apothecary, the apiary, and I'm guessing like a herb garden as well. That's what that one's going to be. And then in production, we've just got everything. So I've got the brewery here waiting to be built. So the next episode is going to be the brewery, and once you've let me know in the comments about the manor house, what you want me to do with that, then we can we'll do that in the next episode as well. So I think we're going to leave it there for today. It might be a slightly shorter episode this, but that's not always a bad thing. There's my two guards just wandering around. So yeah, so let's go and stand in front of our newly built guardhouse. And there we have it. So yeah, so for the next episode, if you can leave me some comments on what you want me to do with the manor house, whether you want me to build from scratch or adapt the existing prefab. If you want to give me some ideas for names for the church that's hidden behind those buildings over there, that would be extremely useful as well, and I'll start naming my buildings. But yeah, so thank you for watching. If you've got this far, as usual, I'm going to ask you to leave me a like. Again, I'm still getting lots and lots of views, not very many actual likes on the videos. If you've got this far and you're not a subscriber, please consider it. We have had quite a large uptake of subscribers recently, but we're still wanting to grow more, and it's just a click of a button that helps us out a lot. If you want to talk to me directly, you can join my Discord, and again the channel links will be in the description for that. And if you really, I've got a Garrison thing right in front of my face, there we go. If you really like the videos and you want to help out, we also have a Patreon page you can join, which gives you access to the videos early. It gives you a dedicated chat channel in my Discord to chat with me directly. That comes straight through to my phone, so you'll get me pretty much most of the time. I live in the UK, but I seem to spend half my life on US time, so I'm normally awake somewhere. So yeah, that's it. Thank you very much for watching, and we will see you in the next episode. Cheerio!